You're giving that item its best possible chance of not only reaching people, but being the most attractive offer and selling. All of this is about trying to get your item in front of people and achieving the sale. Hello and welcome to the video. Recently, we had the chance to speak to somebody at eBay about all sorts of different aspects about selling on eBay. Optimizing your listings, how the algorithm actually works, and various other things. Ways to improve our business within eBay, basically. A lot of it we thought we knew, and some of it we did, but there was detail in there that was really interesting. And it was fascinating to hear this stuff direct from eBay, right? The actual realities of some of this stuff. So I thought I would take some of what we've been told and package it up in little videos. This will be the first one, and within this one we're going to talk about stagnant listings, what they are, what that means, and what eBay recommend we do. Within that, we're going to touch on the difference between relisting an item and sell similar, and which one you should be doing. Remember, this comes direct from eBay. And then at the end, I'll show you a handy little shortcut to find your stagnant listings and to make them not so stagnant anymore. So that's what this video is going to be. Again, a lot of this might be stuff you already know, but within this, the detail, hopefully there'll be something that's useful or interesting, or it might just confirm what you think, right? Some of the conversations we had, it was just nice to confirm that we are doing things right, okay? Anyway, let's get into it. So what is a stagnant listing? Effectively, a stagnant listing is a listing which is being ignored by eBay. It's not being pushed out there. It's not being shown to people. It's not up there in the search rankings. You know, when you do a search, it's not on the front page. It might not be on the second or third page. eBay has decided that this item is stagnant. It's not worth putting in front of people because it's not going to sell. Right? The algorithm that is selecting which things go up in front of people, in front of prospective buyers, is ignoring the item. If I quote what eBay say, if an item hasn't sold within the first 90 days on eBay, it is stagnant. So that's 3 months. Right? After that point, the algorithm is thinking, yeah, this item's not worth pushing in front of people because nobody's interested. Right? So that's what a stagnant listing is. Now, in the conversation, we did talk about the difference between a stagnant listing and something which is super rare, super unique, which is different in that an item like that is just sitting there waiting for the right buyer. If you've got an item that's the only one, right, an actual unique item, that's kind of a different story, right? We're talking about items that there are plenty of on eBay, but yours isn't getting picked off, yours isn't selling. But you might look in solds and other people are selling theirs, and it's frustrating, right? The chances are in that situation, yours has become stagnant and it's not getting pushed out there. It's not getting impressions, it's not getting views, people aren't seeing it. Therefore, it's not selling, but other people might be selling theirs. That's what we're talking about here. So these items that haven't sold for the last 90 days and they're just not getting views, they're not getting picked off, what do eBay recommend you do with these? And I quote, end the listing and sell similar. Specifically, sell similar. It was nice to confirm this at this point. I asked the specific question, is there a fundamental difference between ending and relisting and ending and selling similar from that listing? And I quote, yes, 100%. If you simply relist, it will be treated the same way as a stagnant listing and it won't get impressions and views. However, if you sell similar, it is getting picked up as a brand new item with a new item number, so it is essentially being published as a new item, right? Confirmation. It's a great opportunity as well when you are refreshing a stagnant listing through Sell Similar. At this point, I think it's good practice to look at the listing, maybe refresh the pictures, maybe do some fresh research, see what your competition is right now. It might be different now than when you first listed it 90 days ago, let's say. Maybe there's suddenly lots of that item on the market and you need to maybe tweak the price. You could do some keyword research. So have a look at the item. Don't just click Sell Similar and put it straight back up as it is. Maybe there's some things within the listing that need fixing. So it's a good chance to check those things, right? Research current competition, have a look at the pricing, check the keywords, that sort of stuff. And then when you publish it again, eBay will pick it up as a brand new listing, right? And push it in front of people. Hopefully you'll get way more views and ideally a sale. That's what we're trying to achieve here. It's super important. It sounds silly to say it, but it's super important to end the listing first. Don't just Sell Similar from the active listing. You might end up in a duplicating listings scenario, right? And that can cause all sorts of problems. So sounds daft to say it, but end the listing first. And then from the ended listing, Sell Similar. So at the start, I mentioned a shortcut, a way of being able to quickly and easily identify your potentially stagnant listings. So if you go into your Seller Hub, at the top there, if you click on Listings and select Active Listings, at the top right of the list, you will see Customize Table. If you click on Customize Table, you'll see this screen with 4 columns. The 4th column along, tick Start Date. You can also adjust how it's all displayed using the box on the far right. I find that handy. You can slide those up and down and that changes the order they're shown on the screen from left to right. So once you've ticked the start date box, save and then refresh the table. You will now have a start date column and you can click on it to filter by oldest first or newest first. You want the arrow pointing up so you can see the oldest listings first. And now at a glance, you can see your oldest listings and when they were created. And you can see at a glance, oh, this one's been on for 90 days plus. Let's take a look at that one. Maybe we need to refresh this. Now you may notice when I do this search, it brings up listings that were listed way back in 2017. Now these aren't stagnant listings because if you take a closer look, they've sold 102 items and 741 items respectively. So these are multi-quantity, multi-item listings that tick along and generate sales. So those wouldn't be an item I'd be thinking of ending and Sell Similar. Those are doing perfectly well as they are. So select any that are stagnant and tick the box on those listings on the far left. Then using the Action tab above, select End Listings. Go back to the top of Seller Hub, hover over Listings and select Ended from the drop-down menu. Once in Ended Listings, find the item, tick the box on the far left and then select Sell Similar, the button which is the 3rd along at the top. And then generate your new listing and hey presto, you have refreshed that listing. It is now a brand new listing with a brand new number. Like I said before, at this point, it's a great chance to go into the listing, tweak it, maybe change the title, change the keywords, look at your competition, check the price, do all of that stuff. And then you're giving that item its best possible chance of not only reaching people, but being the most attractive offer and selling. I really hope that was useful. I hope it helps. Please give it a thumbs up if it was useful. It somehow helps the YouTube algorithm. And if you would like to carry on watching me, please check this video out up here. Subscribe if you haven't as well, that would be nice. Till next time, ta-ra.